Hello everyone, welcome to this amazing presentation on online hate speech. Today I'm going to be talking about online hate speech and how it creates a toxic and hostile digital environment. My name is Tomo Klot. Let's follow through. Let's start with the definition of hate speech. What is hate speech? According to the United Nations, hate speech refers to offensive discourse targeting a group or an individual based on inherent characteristics such as race, religion, or gender, and that may threaten social peace. What is online hate speech? Online hate speech is posting and sharing hateful and discriminatory content against an individual or group or community. It can take the form of derogatory, demonizing, and dehumanizing statements, threats, identity-based insults. If a post is hostile towards a person's race, religion, disability, sexual orientation, or gender identity, it could be viewed as hate speech. Also, online hate speech include malicious communication, such as sending letters, emails, and messages that cause distress and anxiety. We have cyberbullying, cyberstalking, harassment, striking up hatred through content in the form of text, image, video, or audio, and incitement to commit violence. Next, we are going to be listening to Twin Voices' thoughts on online hate speech.
When I go online, I see hate speech everywhere.
Usually it's about race or religion.
And I've seen this all in social media, Facebook, YouTube.
I've definitely seen hate speech in comment sections.
Basically every single platform.
There's always that one racist or sexist comment that's always going to be there.
I don't think you have to go very far to find it.
I don't have a need to go digging for it.
It's everywhere.
So, how do you define
I define hate speech as anything that's threatening or meant to hurt somebody else.
Anything you say or do that is like kind of like attacking any part of someone, whether it's like what they look like, their beliefs.
I'm not sure of like the exact definition of hate speech.
Any way you use your words to oppress or harm somebody else, it doesn't necessarily have to be a derogatory term or a slur. It could just be words that we use in our everyday sentences.
The meaning of it has become really vague, or at least really wide.
Someone is no longer just being offensive when what they're saying is marginalizing or hurting a whole community of people. For example, their religion, their race. If that's what you're going for, that's no longer just you being mean. That's hate speech.
Have you encountered hate speech online?
I have definitely encountered hate speech online. I found it a lot more on social media than I have in real life.
I see it in maybe comments on YouTube videos or tweets on Twitter.
Twitter has a huge amount of hate speech. It's such an open platform for people to just type down what they think and send it off.
I definitely think YouTube is one of the places where you most see racist or like sexist comments.
I've noticed it mostly on social media platforms like Instagram and YouTube through jokes.
I tend to see it on memes or funny posts or meant to be funny posts.
And I think it's that those type of people that they'll say it over social media, but they won't say it in person because they're too afraid and they don't want to own up to having that kind of ideology.
I don't think it's a joke to me. If it's racist, then they post it to be racist because that's what they're thinking about.
Some close friends of mine from middle school actually created a private Instagram account and they used it to post racist, ableist.
So next, how is hate speech conveyed online and how does it create a toxic and digital and harmful digital environment? So, as we earlier saw in the video, hate speech is conveyed online in the form of memes, images, and visual content. Visual content containing hate speech, such as memes or manipulated images, amplify the toxic environment by spreading offensive messages and reinforcing negative stereotypes. We also have explicit and offensive language. The use of explicit and offensive language contributes to a toxic digital environment by promoting hostility, disrespect, and negativity. It creates an atmosphere of aggression, and can lead to conflict and personal attacks. Where threats, violence, and incitement. The presence of threats, call for violence, or incitement to harm individuals or communities create a deeply hostile digital environment. It instills fear, anxiety, and a sense of insecurity among targeted individuals and undermines their well-being. Where's cyberbullying and harassment? Hate speech online takes the form of cyberbullying and harassment, which leads to a toxic environment characterized by fear, humiliation, and emotional distress. This can have severe physiological and emotional consequences for victims. How can we fight against online hate speech? Stop and think. Fact check. Educate. Challenge the hate speech. Support and report when you come across hate speech online. Before you share, think. Who made it? What is the source? Where did it come from? Why are you sharing this? When was it published? Make sure to take note of these 5 things. Hate speech is an alarm bell. The louder it rings, the greater the threat of genocides. It precedes and promotes violence. This is a quote from Antonio Guterres, the United Nations Secretary General. He made this quote in 2023. Speak up, spread love. Together, let's unite against hate speech. Thank you.